Hello everyone, welcome to Thursday! And Thursday, just like any day, is a day when I'm live, because apparently I am never not live on the Sporty stream. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, my name is Sporty FC. It's great to see you all. Hopefully you're all doing amazingly out here. Again, great to see you all. We've got some action tonight. We've got new series planned for this evening. And here they are. We're going to start off with a best of 5 of all Moonstone, Legion Esports, and we'll move on to Unknown Illusions, Team Ignition. Best of 5 to a best of 7. These 4 LOS champs, which will be our first one. The other one being for the Skyward series. Let's talk about Evolved Moonstone and Legion Esports. Here we go. 2 teams. And unfortunately, not a lot of good things to talk about this season. Both of them are 0-2 currently. They have not a great start. Hoping to maybe improve on that here. Because again, reminder, 5-week regular season, and essentially you need to get 3 wins if you want to make it to that final bracket. I actually don't know how many teams are in the bracket. I believe there's 15 teams in their group. Yeah, there's 15 teams in their group. Thinking about, no, there's not. There's 21 teams. I take that back. 21 teams, top 8 made it. They're in a position where they have to win from here on out. Loser of this, unless something crazy happens in this group, is not making it into that final bracket. Again, this series has a lot riding on it because only 3 weeks in, we're already getting teams eliminated from the competition. They'll still be playing in the regular season. They can still play for that. They just won't be able to make it to the playoffs if they can't win here. And for both these teams, it's been close. They've had some close matches last week. I think both of them went to Game 5 and lost. Legion lost in Game 5, as well as Evolved Moonstone losing in Game 4. In Week 1, Legion, I think, also lost in Game 5 there. And Evolve lost in Game 5 there. These teams have been able to take games off of their opponents. They just have not been able to put in the final finishing blow. As, again, Evolved Moonstone, Legion Esports. LOS Champs action. I just called them... Why did I say it's not AGL action, I can tell you that. It is definitely not that. It's LOS Champs, not Amateur Gaming League. Let me fix that on stream. You have a question? What is it, Charmy? You got a question? I can have an answer. Just let me know what it is. I'll see if I can answer it as best as I can for you. How can you submit for some scrims? Do you mean like, how can you book me on my stream? So there's a couple ways if you're asking, are you asking how you can book me? Yeah, okay. So here's how you can book me. There's a couple ways to do it. The most popular way is just send me a message on Discord. Direct message me. Direct message me on Discord to find my Discord server. You can direct message me from there. If you ever want to have like a show match on my stream, like a best of format, basically, I can do that. You can do that. Make sure as well when you know, you can also do it through Your Next Up. If you ever want to book me through the website of Your Next Up, I am on that website. You can book me for anything, even if it's not even a league related thing. And lastly, if you want to, it's the least used way, but it is a way I have been booked, is through Twitter. If you want to direct message me on Twitter at SportyCRL, that's also a way you can book me. Reminder that if you want to book me for a time, and you don't know if I'm available for it, because I am someone who is not always available for your times, I get booked kind of quickly. I have a forum on my Linktree. That is my schedule. It's the first thing on there. It says commentary schedule, I believe. Let me see what it says. What does it say? Does it say commentary schedule? It does. It says commentary schedule. It's on my Linktree, so you can book me. So you can look through that and see when I'm available, when I'm not. There's a little code at the bottom, a little key that tells you exactly when and when I'm not available. So you can use that. Again, if you have any match requests, just let me know in Discord. I may not answer them on stream right now, because I'm streaming, but I'll try my hardest, like during breaks and such, to see if I can get to you. Hopefully it helps. I love show matches, and I don't have a problem with streaming show matches at all. You with digital? Ah, that'll make sense. That'll make things easier. But Europe is no problem. Depends on the day. Depends on when you book me. Because I am NA East, so it's a 6-hour difference, most part. But no, generally it's not a problem. Especially on weekends. Weekends, I can tell you for sure, I will be free on weekends. So, if that's your question, if it's a weekend thing, I am open. If it's a weekday thing, you're gonna have to book me kind of late. Of course, no problem, Charmy. Hopefully I've answered all your questions. I'd love to have you book me and get on my stream. I have no problem with that. As we'll move in-game here again, our first series of the night. Evolve Moonstone, Legion Esports, best of 5. There you go. Game's loaded. Reminder, this is LOS Champs Week 3. Waiting in on these teams again. Both of them have been given info. By the way, I know Jake Plays RL was followed earlier, and we had Vagrant Telk follow earlier today. So thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the sportiest stream. Just waiting on teams to join on in. As we get close to a match start. And the nice thing is, our next series is an hour and a half after this. You like how professional everything looks? Oh, thank you, man. That really means a lot, really. Professionalism is something I strive for on this stream. Trust me, in the future, it's gonna look even better. I'm gonna get a new overlay very soon. I can tell you all that. I'm gonna get a new overlay very soon for this stream, so it's gonna look even better than this. Because right now, the current overlay is not great. I'm just going to admit it's not great. I'm gonna get a new one very soon. It will look a lot better. It'll be like all professional. It'll look like a lot of the other casters that I work with. Casters like Cobra Warrior, Red Falcons, Blue Sabers, Crouton Dust, Zen Zero, NJ Outlaw, Vexilad, Keto. It'll look like a lot of those guys. Look like a lot of their streams. Their streams are gonna look really. Trust me, my stream will start to look like one of theirs. Because right now, my stream is, well, not great. It doesn't look amazing. It's better than the league overlay were you playing? Really? Oh, that's unfortunate. What league do you play in? The overlay must not be that great then if mine looks better than it. Turkish league? Alright. And the Turkish league could still have a really nice overlay. They're not too expensive. They're like a couple $100 if for a really nice one. There we go. Who is... This guy is so... Who has that name? Whose name is The Sky is So Beautiful? That is... Let me... I love that name, but we gotta find out... Is that ML? Is that ML? That might be ML. That is ML. Alright, I was thinking it was probably ML. Yeah, that's ML who's... MLTesis. That's great. Love that. Oh wait, no, that is his full name. His name is My Lord, The Sky is So Beautiful. He just abbreviated it. Haha, I just noticed. Oh, that's great. We'll just call him ML. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. We get to find out what his name means. Oh, thank gosh. That's actually really fun. So, that's ML, by the way. That's what we're gonna be calling him, because that's what he's listed as, but... I gotta love it. We found out what his name, what the abbreviation's for. Anyways, here we go. All these teams are 0-2. Hi, Vitek. How you doing? Welcome in. You ready to dress and fine for the first series of the night? It's Evolve Moonstone on the blue, Legion Esports on the orange. We got 2 series tonight. This one, the best of 5 here for LOS Champs Week 3. And one of these teams, if they lose tonight, gonna find themselves in a position where they may not be able to make the playoffs. And it's Bubble with the first shot, the first strike, and the first goal. He puts this one back post tied backwards on his own back wall. There's a lot of backs in that sentences. He couldn't get to that one. And now... Well, we're back to the kickoff. There we go. I found another way to use it. I'm doing good, Vitek. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well. How are you doing? As Horizon. Oh, we just found our goal back for Legion. 20 seconds in, and both these teams not afraid of being able to put one against each other. Horizon with the answer as Kratos caught a little too far up. Both these teams well aware of the situation here. Again, this is a 5-week regular season. Only top 8 of the over 20 teams in this group. I believe it's 21 teams total. Will make it to the playoffs. So getting 3 losses is basically a sentence that you're not going to be able to make it into those playoffs. For both these teams, if they don't even have a chance of making it in, a really good chance, winning here is probably going to be a necessity. It's Kratos. Way out to ML. Just up the corner. Well, shot on off the post. Evolve Moonstone. Definitely starting to veer their offense, but still, both these teams are showing that they have ample ability to keep up with each other, and that has been true for the seasons for these teams. Out of the 4 matches both these teams have played in total, only 3 of them have gone to Game 5s for these teams. So, quite impressive. Again, the fact that both these teams are 0-2 is quite impressive. Again, with the fact that, again, both the games for Legion this season have gone to Game 5. One of the games for Evolve has gone to Game 5, and the other one went to Game 4. These teams have not been swept yet. In fact, oh my goodness, multiple fakes. Bubble couldn't get to it. A problem there for Evolve. Legion trying to break out. You can tell that they're just being pushed back a little bit here. As ML. Good up versus so to Tide. A lot of back and forth of these teams. No one really taking true initiative. That early flurry. Not really indicating what's going to happen in here in the future of this series, but both these teams. Yeah, it just feels kind of like a deadlock. No one really taking any chances. Evolve Moonstone doing a little better here at getting themselves a little further up the field, but even then their offense itself is still kind of put away by a Legion. This Bubble, we'll be seeing actually more Bubble this week. In fact, he is going to be on the stream tomorrow for a 1v1 show match against Tibbs. Any of you know who Tibbs is? Frequent member of Evolve. He's not one of the players on Evolve. He's on a different org, but he is someone that Bubble and Tibbs both know each other very well. They'll be on a 1v1 best of 5 show match tomorrow. I believe their show match will be the second one. No, it'll be the first one, actually. I think it's the first one. Is it? I don't know. Kratos odds off the crossbar. Oh, Tide's just own gold. Well, there's the breakthrough. It will be Kratos off the bar, and it stays out, but Tide will accidentally put it in his own net, as he couldn't read the bounce play. And it will be Evolve Moonstone able to take one back. ML in front of that, looking for Bubble, trying to tuck it in, couldn't do so. Follow-up isn't good enough as well. And here comes Horizon, but that's a miss. Rissiso off the back wall for Tide. Tide couldn't hit the double tap. And Evolve Moonstone can escape on defense. Kratos whiffs it. ML to the side, trying to clear it away. Bubble, dribble, flick. Is that it for free? It is. Bubble tucks it under the bar. And it's Evolve Moonstone now with a bit of insurance in game 1. As I did see some follows going in from Lepid and Kelvis. Thank you all both for the follows. Welcome to the Sporty stream. You're just in time to see the start of this series. Game 1. Evolve Moonstone currently the ones that are taking a little bit more of an initiative, especially on offense. Well, Legion is able to score. They've really not had many opportunities. Well, that touch from Bubble's not very well made. In front, Rissiso trying to make it 2, but can't do so. Horizon now. Kratos meets him in the air. Kratos, the members that was on Evolve Obsidian, if you remember. He's been on this stream a couple times before. That Evolve Obsidian team was very successful back when, back during Premier Championship Series when that league was still around. Get back here. Horizon had a challenge earlier, but Kratos takes it away. Tide. And put it in a threatening position here. Evolve Moonstone able to recover on defense very quickly. Bubble. Gets the clear. Runs off the corner. Horizon now. And so as the midfield, Tide trying to dribble it out. Bubble. Challenge. Rissiso. Down the field. His Tide got control. Kratos dunked by Tide in front of the net. Horizon trying to put one in, but that's saved away, and there's no time left for Legion. Game 1 will go to Evolve Moonstone. Has a lot of defense at the end of this game for Moonstone to secure this win, but they make it happen. Really, I think this game was just which team was going to come out a little more confident, a little more aggressive. That was definitely Moonstone, a little more successful here, being able to push that ball through the midfield. And we'll move on, and they'll be moving on to game 2. Definitely not unhappy with the current turn of events for themselves. I assume that as the series goes on, we're going to see a couple more goals going in total for these series. So we'll see just how far it goes. But again, a good start for Evolved Moonstone here in this best of 5. As for Legion, now is their chance to make those adjustments. They've learned what Moonstone's doing. They're not out of this one. They've made 10 shots themselves. Compared to the 15 of Evolved Moonstone, it's a pretty decent number. They could definitely win from that amount. We have to do a little better at holding off Evolved Moonstone's offense. And being a little more accurate holding off, Evolved Moonstone when Evolved Moonstone's on offense, and then being a little more accurate on their own offense themselves. The game 1 comes and goes. Now we move on to game 2. Evolved Moonstone looking to add more to their lead. Bubble. Oh, looking to hit that one. That would have been wild if he got that. Unfortunately, it's a pretty tough play to make, and Bubble won't be able to create it. The confidence here on display for Evolved Moonstone with Bubble almost immediately coming out with that kind of play. He's still looking for double taps. Infield for Kratos. That one's a little wide. And now time for Legion to get rid of it, but ML stepping in the way. Horizon. Bubble in towards the corner. Everybody here on Evolved Moonstone going back, but the early challenge trying to take it away. Tide. Not dispossessed yet. Kratos bump. Bubble has control. Tide trying to clear it back. 2-touch from Tide. In front of the net from Tide. Trying to get the fake there, but ML stands right in the way. And now it's ML's turn to go upfield for Moonstone. And tap it straight down. Tide will wait there. Bit of a miscommunication from Moonstone. Tide. Oh, just finds that here. And that's a really awkward position there for Bubble. He's so far back, he's going to give up Tide so much space. And then look where he's positioning. He is nowhere near the net. It's a bad decision from Bubble. Puts himself in a much worse position than he could have been in that situation. And it will be the first goal here to Legion Esports. ML off the corner. Miss from Tide. Bubble. A sneak one past Rissaso. ML. That might go back. Saved by Tide. Horizon. Through the midfield, but Bubble clears it back. Rissaso trying to beat out ML here. He does. Horizon's got an open back foot if he can use it. But the bounce, so awkward for Horizon. There's nothing he can do about that. And Evolved Moonstone. Well, they're going to get themselves back on the defense. They're still not out of this one, though. I get rid of that pressure. ML leading in the midfield. First on 2, it gets past Rissaso. Horizon. Trying to win that foot race, but it's ML who'll get there in time. Bubble with a miss. Tide. Throwing one straight at Kratos. Kratos unfazed. And Evolved Moonstone moving more and more that it's not just their offense that could do it so well. It's their defense that can hold on. It's Tide. Oh my goodness, trying to get a quick one here. ML missed the clear versus so. Didn't believe in that the whiff was going to happen. And so he turned off there. His shot could have been better if he thought it was going to be a miss, but you can't really expect a miss in that situation. Moonstone trying to push here, but tug of war currently being won by Legion. Tide. In the midfield, Tide trying to get past Bubble, but couldn't sneak that one through. There's ML trying to look for a pass, but Bubble couldn't read it. Moonstone on offense, but with low boost, Kratos doesn't have much to do here. In front of the net, ML can't get to it before Rissaso jumps for it. Horizon options infield will look for Rissaso, and Kratos will jump in front. Moonstone, they're still playing defense. As Rissaso, there we go, number 2. Legion Esports, with how much offense they've been garnering, at some point things are going to crack, and that miss from ML is all they needed. And now a 2-goal lead for Legion Esports. A strong response here. Breaking out of that mold a little more. Not so stuck on defense, not so sluggish up the field. Well, that should be a third for Tide. It will be. Kratos wanted to play aggressively. He wanted to get to this one quickly, but ends up just costing himself in the process, as that touch is the absolute worst thing he could have done there. Straight in front of the nets. Tide really doesn't even have to think to shoot that one, or it's in the nets. Moonstone, after having long Game 1 performance, now Game 2, proving that the series is going to be far from easy from them. Kratos off the back wall might have just had a better chance if he just shot that one instead. This bubble. Midfield play, second touch potential. Horizon will deny it. Tide wants to clear. Bubble wants to shoot it right back. Bubble in front. Horizon saves the day once again. Horizon. I feel like he was really the only player who was all that effective last game for this Legion Esports team. In this game, he is now just standing in the way on defense. so. Kratos, right back the other way. Tide's got to jump for this one. Doesn't have it. Kratos, second touch and in. And that's the kind of mechanics that Kratos has. He did this on Evolve Obsidian. He does it here for Moonstone. Not even Horizon's stand-up defense can stop that one. As Kratos puts one in back for Evolve Moonstone. ML. Maybe find a second quick one. In front of that, it will bounce its way in. And Evolve Moonstone, just like that, have scored 2 goals straight. And now, it is anybody's game here to take this one. Oh, how quickly things can change in a Rocket League series. Evolve Moonstone, to being in such a dire situation now. Only need one more goal. Kratos beats Tide in front. ML wants it. Horizon will call it instead. Bubble now, beaten by Ristiso. It's Kratos to the side wall. Doesn't get the second touch. ML will get the pinch past Tide. Going in front of that, awkward. Horizon saves. No boost left though. I think it's going to be a slow rotation back for the Legion captain. Ristiso wins a challenge. ML wanted the shot on there, but flipped the wrong way. Bubble dunked by Tide. Ristiso come up on ML. Now can push it upfield. Kratos awkward. ML off the back wall. Horizon to put it in. That should secure game 2. He's been a staunch defender for this team, but Horizon now with the goal that will now tie the series up. A great response here from Legion Esports. Horizon, he wants one more, a double tap. Oh, he just missed that one. Legion Esports will still take game 2, although Horizon may be a bit of a sting at the end. That double tap, he looked so confident going for it. Again, less shots in this game than the last one. Only 7 on Legion, 6 on Evolve Moonstone. And it just felt like the pressure went the game took a whole 180 here. Pressure went fully in favor of Legion, especially early on. And that means this will end game 2. Game 3. Next one up. You know that these teams have what it takes to be successful now. Again, I was just waiting here for next game to start. And these teams taking their time between series. I mean, they can. Here we go, game 3. Everybody is ready. We've seen these teams go back and forth in games 1 and 2. Now, in game 3, when match point is on the line, who is going to come out on top? Moonstone going to find themselves losing here right off the kickoff. A bad start only gets worse for them here. As ML, a delayed challenge doesn't fool Horizon, and Tide will put it under the bar and in 6 seconds in Game 3. And already Legion Esports not leaving off from where they were in Game 2. Legion looking for another one. Misses so in field. Dunked by Bubble. He can transition. Tide will get to it first, but he puts it in his own nets. Oh no, Tide. His second own goal of the series. This one feels a little worse than the last one, though, as he knows he has that save. And Tide would love to have that play back. The first own goal was kind of a factor of the situation. The second one was definitely preventable. This game will be tied up because of it. Tide looking to make amends. Oh, with the fake play! Oh, he might have just gone past everybody! Bubble will get there, rushing to make sure that Tide does not get a shot on the end of that one. It's cleared from Moonstone. Tide. Oh, a huge miss from Tide! So comes in to clean the defense up. You rely on those kind of players, those trash collectors, if you want to call them. I don't call them that, really, but I call them last defenders, those calamity preventers, those chaos preventers, especially on defense. They're good on offense, they put in shots when, you just need a clean up crew. On defense, though, they're really good at preventing goals if you just have a person who makes sure that even if things don't go the way the team wants it to, even if there's a huge error that's made, if there's someone back there to collect it, to make sure that nothing bad happens, man, that's gonna make your defense 10 times stronger. Don't quote me. Don't quote me on that statistic, though. This Bubble with the dribble play. Bubble. All by himself. Bubble. Horizon. Saves it. Pinching from ML. Prietos. It's a bump on Tide there. Bubble has a free shot. Tide will dunk him for that one. But this is a very closely playing Moonstone team. Giving a lot of space to Legion. They're going to continue to kind of play that kind of offense. Uncharacteristic. And characteristic of these teams that play so close on offense is just a ton of shots. Saw them do that in Game 1 with 15. In Game 3 already. Let's see how many they have here. 3. Actually, not as many as I thought they had. Again, they're going to try to put on as much pressure, as many shots as possible. And if we play a close out like this, shots should be coming in pretty quickly. ML, Saber Horizon, Bubble, follow-up not in, second touch couldn't make it. Horizon. Clean up. It's Kratos. Tide wins that challenge. Legion. Holding on to this game. It's Horizon. Maybe a chance to strike back. ML, oh my goodness, what a dunk from Tide here. In front of the nets. Cleared away. I've talked about how we recognize Kratos and his name from back from Evolve Obsidian. These players are also very recognizable on the Legion side. They used to be on Energy Infinite back during the Premier Championship Series. We've actually seen this team before. If I'm not wrong, I believe they were Energy Infinite Static. I have to remind myself which team, though. I believe it's Static. No, they were Emerald, not Static. Static was a different team. They were Emerald. There's so many. There were so many Energy Infinite teams. And speaking of that team, Tide, saved by Bubble. Tide, the only player here on this roster to not have been on that original team, as Horizon will score. Moonstone. Well, they've had so much offense, they've not been able to put one in on their own accord. And it's Horizon who'll do it here, finds a break in the defense, and takes the opportunity. Again, as I was saying, this 3 of the 4 players on this Legion Esports team were on that old Energy Infinite side. Those players being So, Horizon, and Digital 8, who was the sub for the old team, is still the sub for this team as well. And the only player that is not recognizable in that team is Tide. There's now pressure mounting, but it is going to be Legion who might take the lead in the series. Bubble to ML. I find a breakthrough in front here. But it's Legion who are holding on. With dear life in this game. Bubble. Dunk from Rissaso will delay at Moonstone here. In fact, Legion Esports might be able to hold on to offense if they want to. Hide. Has open space on the side here. Bubble bumps him out, meeting Kratos. Up to ML. What a pass! What a shot! And almost, but not quite saved by Tide. It's ML who will score this one. This game all tied up at 2 as there's 17 seconds left. The smart play from Kratos surveys the field, sees that ML is very capable of moving back up to put on a shot. And well, I mean, he finds an opportunity as good as that one. Kratos won't let it go. This Bubble, a bit of an uncharacteristic whiff! Oh my goodness, ML! Oh no, he did not expect the whiff there from Bubble. And what could be one of the most tragic ways to end a game. Bubble with an absolute whiff, ML puts it on his own net. As he didn't expect his own captain to miss that one. And no, that can't be the way this game ends. Is that how Legion's gonna take game 3 in this series? It will be. Oh my. Tragedy in the final seconds for Evolve Moonstone. A miss from Bubble leads to ML hitting it backwards in his own net. And now we go to game 4. Legion Esports need one more win. Evolve Moonstone have to pick up the pieces here in game 3. Look to recover as well. As this game, them kind of getting themselves back up to the level they had in game 1. It wasn't fully there, but they definitely weren't nearly as shy as they were in game 2. Still, it's not enough for Evolve Moonstone. Moving to game 4. Here we go, game 4. That means Utopia Coliseum. And that could mean the end of the series if Legion Esports gets one more win. Tied. Off to the back wall. Kratos clears it away. Kratos looking for a second touch. Gets it, but it's off of a play from Horizon. And that means Legion up on front. Horizon off the post. ML clears it away, but challenging is Rissaso. Tied now in the midfield. Moonstone getting through those adversities, but the ball's just sent right back in, and they have to play more defense. Double commit. It is vulnerable here. Rissaso looking for Tide. No shot yet from Legion, but we know there's one looming. ML was the net. Rissaso to the corner. ML again in front of the net as well, but Moonstone, not a shot yet either. ML almost got one there, but Horizon prevented a chance there. Legion Esports pushes up. Tide. Kratos stops it. Rissaso jumping above everybody else. Bubble doesn't read it. Horizon. Close corner. Save. Tide. That's wide. And ML gonna get rid of this one. Moonstone. Horizon saves. Tide now. Transitions back and forth. As Horizon jumps for this in the corner, Rissaso will exit the defense from there. It's Tide, 2-touch. Leaves it in front of his own net. Kratos shot! And he finds the bottom. The double touch from Tide was good at keeping the ball in the corner, but unfortunately, it popped right out into the midfield for Kratos. And he finds his point, picks it, shoots at it, scores it properly. As Kratos. Off to the corner. Tide. Looking to put one back. Potential maybe clear from Tide, but Bubble's waiting for it. ML with Horizon challenging as well. Kratos in the corner. Tide. 50-50 with Bubble. ML looking for Bubble. The backfield left uncharacteristically open here. Bubble's got an easy shot. And you saw Legion try to go for a quick transition here. Everybody pushed up. But it was a little misguided, a little disjointed, and a goal goes back for Evolve. Evolve maybe trying to turn things back their way. Tide upfield, Horizon. There's that one in. Bubble stands on the line and stands strong. Here for Evolve. Horizon. Off the ceiling. Got back in from ML. Tide. Oh, doesn't have this read. Still doesn't have it. Kratos. Gonna find ML. Cleared by Horizon. If there's anybody that they need on defense here for Legion, it will be Horizon. Again, he's kind of been the player to prevent anything truly disastrous here for Legion. Without him, I don't know how the series would be going. Oh, Tide, he's just done it again. Tide cannot seem to find a way to not own goal. That's his third of the series. Seriously, Tide. It's going to become a bit of a habit here. That's his third time this series. How does he do this all the time? It's again, and seriously, I've never seen someone who is so unfortunate in just their positioning on defense. Tide, the situation couldn't get any worse for him, I don't think. Seriously, I'm baffled. I have not seen someone score that many own goals. Unfortunately for Tide, a lot of them have just been him. The wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, so he's going to do it himself, Tide. Oh, he misses before he can even own goal. Kratos will score. so almost added to that own goal tally. As that touch was completely unnecessary. Will lead to a Kratos score. In this game, going against Legion, these teams really cannot consistently keep up their offenses, can they? There is so to his own corner. Alright, 50-50 with Kratos off the back wall, Horizon. Infield Tide, oh my goodness, he's almost done it again. That's a goal for Bubble, though. Jesus, whenever Tide touches the ball on defense, I get a little nervous for him. Was that one? Almost went into his own net again. Just needs to angle his car a little differently. Unfortunately for him, it still leads to a goal here from Bubble. This game should be secured for Evolve Moonstone by now. We're going to a Game 5 in this series. As neither of these teams really able to consistently get offense and keep it throughout the entirety of the series. Kind of like a game-by-game basis if they're going to play extremely confident on offense or not. They're going to be able to push up or not, if they're going to be able to get offense quickly or not. If their shots are going to be threatening or not. It seems like a coin flip from these teams. For this game, the coin flip will favor Evolve. A good touch there from Tide. Uh-oh. Him and Risso, I don't think had the same plan there. Be an outpass for Horizon, but he has no boost. Moonstone will get to this one. Risso, miss, Bubble, infield to ML. Horizon trying to prevent a 6th goal from going in. Kratos wants it. Tide clears it. ML, saved by Horizon. Legion just working to mitigate that damage right now. They're not looking to win this game. They're just looking to go to Game 5 here. And not have it be an absolute blowout. It basically is already there. Oh, Horizon. And improvise there from that awkward touch in the corner. This game will be Evolve Moonstones. As Horizon maybe looking for something here for Legion. Kratos stops that slow play. Risso trying to find a passing field. Tide. Will challenge this, but beaten by Bubble. Evolve Moonstone. Oh. Make sure this ball will hit the ground. They'll go to Game 5 here. Guys trying to keep it up. Just trying to maybe find one more goal, but it will actually stay up. Kratos maybe want to find one back, but it'll hit the ground. Evolve Moonstone win in a shutout. Game 5 is our destination to end this series. And Evolve Moonstone doing well to pull things back together. Legion Esports, however, again, this is only one game. Game 5, it will reset the scoreline. And for them, they're going to have to reset that mentality just a little bit. This is a game where they got outclassed. Simple as that. Combine that with another tied own goal. And, you know, just things spout out of control quickly for Legion. Now going into Game 5, this is the chance for both these teams to get their final messages in before the game starts. Make those final adjustments. Here we go. Champions Field. Many of the best names in Rocket League Esports hang in the rafters. This is where this series will end. Evolve Moonstone. Just need one, but same could be said about Legion. Couldn't make it last game for Legion Esports, but they still have a chance here. Game 5 Champions Field reminder for both these teams. They've been here many times before early on in this season. For Legion, in fact, they've always been on Champions Field every series so far. They've just not been able to win here. For Evolve Moonstone, they've only been here once before. The season in Week 1. Also couldn't win. Fairly even matchup. These teams have played good Rocket League, but have also played bad Rocket League. We're going to see who's going to play good Rocket League in this final game. As a reminder, loser of this most likely is going to see their playoff chances gone as a result. Doesn't mean the winner of this will get it. They're going to have a lot of work to do. They're going to have to win essentially all 3 weeks. Weeks 3 through 5 if they want to get to the playoffs, but I mean, winning here would be a necessity for these teams. You really can't go down even further in the rankings. And only top 8 will make it to the playoff bracket, I believe. I believe it's only top 8, so really can't afford to lose. Kratos, the corner. They're trying to hold control. ML. Back wall in front of the net. Tide will get the dribble. They get through bubble. Kratos to the corner. While Moonstone trying to attack right back. Will be stopped short of the offensive zone here. As Tide, big bodies, 2 players. Now off the ceiling, Tide. He's got a mission here, doesn't he? Got a demo as well. Horizon open. Nets will not miss. Tide running on the offense. But he had a plan of what he was going to do there. He gets 2 players out with that solo play. Demo's the last one on with the sweep through the offense. And it's Horizon who has a very easy shot here. The first goal will go to Legion Esports. Kratos in front of the nets. Tide. It's a flick clear. ML. Do the sidewall. Moonstone trying to find one. Tie this game up. Tide. In front of his net. Couldn't get that one. Bubble on target. So is there. Horizon, another big clear from Horizon. Tide. Well, I'll just have to wait and see what Bubble will do with this. So not going to do the same thing, though. He's willing to push up and take whatever he can get. The pinch from above Moonstone, trying to catch Legion off guard. Tide almost missed this one. Horizon's got to get to this. Kratos has been the strongest goal scorer here for Evolve this series. Anybody that they should be worried about, it would be him. Although ML's going to pay for him a reason. So look at that name. My lord, the sky is so beautiful. With a goal to tie things back. As no one challenged him here. He's got a free shot. He can choose where to place it. And he places it perfectly. Evolve Moonstone with the counter strike. This game tied up at 1. Bubble. Can't break through the defense. Rissaso. On low boost. We'll just have to see. Allow Kratos to go for that. Tide now. Off the back wall. In front. Bubble's awkward. Rissaso. Off the post. But Legion still carry on. Horizon off the back wall. Bubble again can't read it. Tide in front. Tide to take the lead. He's had some headaches this series, but this goal means so much to Legion Esports. It's Tide to put the ball in the correct net this time. Legion now, once again on top in this game. They need to add more if they want to secure that. Bubble. ML for the defense. Versus off the back wall. Kratos trying to look his way in front of that Horizon. Dunks still not in, but that got really close. Scary situation here for Legion Esports as that ball very nearly went in for ML. Versus off the back wall. In front, but still nothing going through here. Bubble. Gonna clear it away, but Tide. Looking to answer back, trying to get a little doink there past ML. But ML keeps up the push. Bubble. Up by Horizon. Moonstone. Final minute to tie this game up again. Infield pass. Horizon denies it with an interception. Kratos tied with the challenge. ML to the corner. Demoed. It is in front here versus so. Takes his time to get that one out. Moonstone controlling the offense, but unable to get in within striking distance. ML. Horizon, has that gone in? Kratos save off the post. Versus so. Sneaks it under, but that one also off the post, also off the crossbar. ML clears it away. Moonstone getting a bit fortunate here on defense, but they gotta use that fortune here to give themselves some offense. Tide. Bubble. In front of that, Tide is waiting. Evolved. Kratos. Versus so. Clears the danger. Bubble sends it back in. ML. Horizon beats him to it. It's still kept up, but Tide needs to let it hit the ground here. Bouncer goes down. Legion Esports take this series in 5. Their first win of the season, coming week 3, the midway points of the season. It goes to Legion Esports. Score first, score last. They win the series. And what a way to start off the stream. Another close series on this one, but it would be Legion Esports here. We'll get their first ever win here on Game 5. They've had some issues so far this season with it, but tonight is a bit of a difference. As again, it will be Legion with as your winners here. Mind this will not be the only series tonight. We got a match coming up later. For Skyward series will be Unknown Illusions Team Ignition. You will not want to miss that one. It should be a close best of 7 series. We're gonna have a bit of a break between them. Don't worry, below we'll be. Again, it'll be a fun matchup. I promise you. I'm excited for it, just as anybody else should be. As and someone who also should be excited is Horizon. And speaking of Horizon, Horizon's here with us. Congratulations on your win, Horizon. It's been a hard-fought victory.
Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello.
My goodness, again. Tell me about the series. You went to Game 5. You know, you had it in Game 3. And you were thinking maybe we could get it in Game 4, but you go to Game 5 again this season. It's the third time this season you've gone there. And the last 2 times you've gone there, you've not been able to win. Did you have any doubts going into Game 5 on your overall ability?
Honestly, this was probably the most confident we've been. We kind of had a much more lighthearted approach to today, which just, even Game 4, we got absolutely smacked, and we were just sitting in comms cackling about it. Tide had a hat trick of own goals. We were vibing the whole time, so we went into Game 5 uber confident, and it just worked out.
Yeah, again, it seems like you guys are doing well, kind of laughing off these mistakes. Tell me about the team mentality as a whole, because this is something I don't hear a lot often. You know, teams making mistakes and laughing it off. That's very difficult to do. That's a very tough thing to achieve in an overall team morale.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to being able to understand, it's Rocket League. Mistakes happen. If you're unable to laugh them off, you're just going to frustrate yourself. And Surprise, surprise. The more frustrated you get, the worse you play. So, yeah, the goal is always just to make jokes out of absolutely everything that goes wrong because if you can laugh it off, you're not going to worry about it at all.
Yeah, but something that is no laughing matter is the playoffs. You guys with that win are still within playoff contention. Are you thinking about the playoffs right now? Because I'm sure that's something that's probably on your mind. You have to win basically every week from here on out to get yourself into the playoffs. Is that on your mind right now, or are you guys kind of pushing it to the side, not really paying attention to that?
It's a long season. We're more just taking it week by week, just seeing how well we can perform on a weekly basis. And if we get wins, fantastic. But we're more in it just for the vibes and for the good time. So whatever happens, we're cool with.
Again, I'm happy to hear. Again, you guys just kind of playing overall as a relaxed team, not really focusing on the wins, the losses. You get the win here. Do you have any shout outs, any statements you want to make here on stream? The floor is yours.
I mean, really, just shout out to the teammates, Tide and Risico. Those guys are absolutely cracked. Really carried us through, and yeah, just the team is absolutely amazing. So looking forward to the rest of the season.
Again, congratulations on your win there, Horizon. Nice to see you again after last time being on Evolve Emerald, along with actually Digital 8 and Risico. Or Risico, what is it?
Risico.
Risico, I did not pronounce it correctly. I'm so sorry, Risico.
Oh no, trust me, he's well aware. he's well aware that people are gonna mispronounce his name.
I should have asked how to pronounce it beforehand. I was like so confident on it. Oh well. Again, congratulations on your win there. It was a hard-fought victory, but you take it in Game 5. Maybe I'll see you guys next week, who knows? But again, congratulations. It's fun to see you again.
Thank you, thank you. Have a good one, man.
There you go, the win there for Legion Esports. As thousand follows there coming from Astide and Glowy. Thank you for the follows. Means a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's an absolute pleasure. I'm happy to be casting tonight again. We're gonna go to a quick break, but next up we'll have some Skyward Series action. We'll be back. We'll be back soon. Don't worry again, and you're gonna wait a little bit. Here's Moonstone again. Yeah, a tough series, but again, congratulations to Legion on that win. Again, we're gonna go to a break here. We'll be back with some Unknown Illusions Team Ignition action for the Skyward series. See you soon. And welcome back to the Spotify stream. It's nice to see you all. Oh boy, strap yourself to your seats. We've got our main events coming right up. It's Skyward series action. And look who's back on stream, it's Team Ignition. And look who we haven't seen before, it's Unknown Illusions. Here tonight's lower bracket action here, week 2 of the Wildcard. And both these teams, they did not have a good start to week 1. We'll take a look at that bracket here as Unknown Illusions lost to Striker Exile 4-2, and we actually did get to see on the stream as Ignition Academy made history on the stream for the wrong reason. They became the first team on the stream to be reverse swept as they lost to Invicta Esports. After going up by 3 games, they then lost 4 straight. Now here, lower bracket, teams are going to start to get eliminated this week, and well, there's going to be a lot running on this series here. Winner of this gets to play Unknown Aerith. Doesn't get much easier for them, does it? But these teams are up for the challenge. It might as well be. As Ignition, a couple changes here. We've seen they've added a new coach. Not so new coach, actually, because it's Wall, who used to be on the old Ignition roster. Actually, the Ignition roster I did commentary for when I first saw this team. When I first saw his team in Blackline. What was that team? Oh boy, that was a long time ago. All DTR Promises. That was a good team. Again, one of the first teams I got to see from Ignition. And it's nice to see him back. I haven't actually had him. He has not been involved in the stream since January 17th, 114 days ago. Again, good to see him back here. Yeah, I know, again, 114 days ago. old Ignition. That's the old Ignition. Yeah, but we got new Ignition here, which was Ignition Academy. And the only player not on this team is Draco, as he is actually on Exile for Skyward Series. Kind of fun that we got to see Exile win against Unknown Illusions. We had a chance where we actually could have seen Ignition versus Draco matchup, but Exile had other plans here, so they won their series. So it'll be instead, we could actually see Unknown versus Unknown in week 3 if Unknown Illusions takes this series. We'll see how far these teams can go here tonight in this best of 7. Now, let me actually find these teams. There we go. It's 1. And there we go. Skelter. We actually have seen Skelter on the stream before. Not for Skyward Series, though. Back on, back during 1UP Gaming's spring shenanigans? No. Blossom Brawl. There we go. That's what it's called. Blossom Brawl, not Spring Shenanigans. Blossom Brawl. We got to see him on a formed Unknown Esports squad. And we saw them as they end up in that tournament getting 4th place. For Skyward Series, they're on different teams. He's on Illusions. A lot of the rest of that roster, he's on Illusions with Twizzy, who was on that Unknown Esports team. The other 2 players on that were CJ and Blurry. They're on Unknown Aerith. They're also in the bracket. They're waiting for whoever wins the series. They'll be playing the winner of this series, so a lot resting on these teams. It would be fun, kind of interesting to see an Unknown versus Unknown matchup, but Ignition are going to try to, keep the dream alive. To do that, they got to get through Illusions. No easy feat. But, do you think they can do it? Now's your time to tell me. Best of 7, by the way. Prediction polls up. Make your choice. Who do you think will win this series? Unknown Illusions will be on the blue side for this matchup. Ignition will be on the orange. I expect to see a good amount of Ignition points coming in. Again, I think for Ignition, one of the best supports here for them in the recent introduction of them being the main roster here. This is the old Ignition Academy roster, now Team Ignition. That's going to be a huge benefit for them, as well as the addition of a coach. Their old coach, Volkenzy, unfortunately, is not their coach anymore. It's now Wall. Again, going to see this work. We'll see how these kind of changes affect Ignition. Again, it is middle of the wild card. A lot of teams don't like to make changes at this time because these are uncertain times for these teams. But Ignition knows that their season has not been going well, and I will say they've been kind of cursed on this stream. They have, I feel like I have to keep bringing this up. They have now not won on this stream ever since Ignition Academy versus Northwest Bearcats White back in Blackline Championship Series Season 11 Winners Semifinals. That match was 101 days ago. So not long after Wall and the old Team Ignition disbanded. So Ignition seem to be cursed on this stream. They seem to have a curse on this stream. They'd like to break that curse. Again, I thank them for booking me so often, but when you lose like this often on the stream, sometimes you have to ask, is it the caster who's doing it? Are you just unlucky on this stream? Obviously, Ignition wants to keep beating this down until they get their win. They'll find it at some point, with the number of times they're booking me. Just when is a better question. As again, the roster tonight will be Cody, Drazix, Krevlo, the usual starting roster for Ignition. There's no curse. Ziggy, I had to say this, there probably is a curse. There definitely is a curse. This is like a Chicago Cubs level of curse. You keep booking me, and yet you guys, Ignition has a tough time winning. And that's the crazy part. Ignition Academy are not even doing that badly this season. Like they had a good amount of wins. Again, they have currently 5 wins in the 11 matches that they played. That's a decent win record. Not a great win record, but it's a decent win record. And you would think, in the number of leagues they're in, that at some point they're going to win on the stream. They have not, though. They have not won on the stream in a very long time, over 3 months straight of them not winning. Again, can the curse be broken? Unknown Illusions are going to be a tough team to beat. This is a good team. Both the Unknown teams are pretty good. They're very scary teams in this wildcard bracket. Again, reminder, if they win this, they got an even scary opponent waiting for them. Unknown Aerith. That's not going to be fun for either of these teams. Aerith is insane. But for right now, these teams have got to think about this matchup specifically. Who they have on the other side of the field. Unknown Illusions, Team Ignition. Here for will become the final match of the night. Just waiting on both these teams to join. We're right on schedule here. But again, hopefully we get fans of both these orgs jumping in, showing support, because this is a big matchup. Loser of this is out of the tournament. They won't make it to that top 8. They'll end off their season in that 11th, 12th spot. So again, you don't want to have your season end, but one of these teams, it will end today. For the other, they'll live on to fight against Aerith to see if they can get themselves into the top 8 that way. As is, again, unfortunately, I did get to see the Aerith matchup where they lost to Intelligence in Game 7. Incredible series. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on VexiLad's stream. 100% recommend. It was an amazing matchup. But of course, see the series first. See this series first. Just waiting on the players here. Should be getting there very soon. Again, we've hit our match start time. But he is online. Again, I always gotta focus on these teams, their strengths, their weaknesses. I haven't seen Illusions yet this season, though. Knowing how Skelter plays and knowing how this team is overall in the rankings, they should do pretty fine. I don't know if they're similar to Aerith. I doubt they are. They're probably going to be a little more team-oriented than Aerith, but most teams are actually a little more team-oriented than Aerith. Aerith is very high mechanically gifted. As we still are waiting for the teams here, I'm going to see what's happening here with these teams. Oh, there they are. As soon as I say that, Ignition joins, of course. I'm just waiting on Unknown Illusions, who's their starting 3 going to be. For Ignition, it's no question who their starting 3 is going to be. They only have 3 players on their lineup at this moment. Or Sky Series, I should say. I believe for any other league, it's actually it could change from 3 to 4, depending on if they have a sub or not. Again, just waiting on Ignition. Now waiting on Illusions. Sorry, waiting on Illusions. There's 2 I names. And we should be getting Skelter in here very soon. I'm gonna go and see what he's up to. He might be just doing some warm-ups. Oh, of course, bad timing. It's Jax, Skelter, and Twizzy. Oh, bad timing. I cannot seem to escape the bad timing here. How do you vote for both teams? You can't flip out. Vote for one, or vote for none of them. Either is fine. You know, I'm gonna reset the, oh god, oh my goodness, a lot of points being bet. Here, I'm gonna reset the, actually, you know what, you guys are late. Sorry, I was gonna reset the poll, but you know what, there's so many points being betted in. You know what, I'll reset it anyways, we gotta get more points in, there's so many people who are just joining now. So if anybody who did vote, sorry. I want you all to get yourself into the voting here. There you go, vote, poll's gonna be up. Say, say thank you. You're welcome. We're gonna get ourselves into the series. You guys can vote during the series, how about that? Best of 7 series, Skyward action, loser of this is out of the tournament! Unknown Illusions, Team Ignition, don't like where they are, but they've gotta do what they have to do here. A win moves them on to face Aerith. A loss is out of the tournament, and already a goal for Ignition. Cody will score 5 seconds in. A quick start for Ignition. As Cody picks his target and puts it right on. Ignition with the early lead. But that's only the beginning. Unknown Illusions looking to add themselves onto the score sheet as well. But if there's anything about this Ignition that is a little worrying, is their defense can be quite strong, although that's a bit of a mistake there from Krevlo, and Twizzy is right there for it. A panic play, Krevlo, Drazix in the same position. Krevlo got a bit too antsy to get that ball out of his half. Good reminder, prediction poll is up, so get your votes in. Predicts who you think will win the series. Make sure you, again, put your votes in for the team you think will win. It's a pretty even record so far. Unknown Illusion 6 and 5, Ignition 5 and 6. I think this is in overall matches in the regular, at the end of the regular season. The difference was also 1 game in that record. It would be 6 and 4, 5 and wowee, 5 and 5. As Krevlo will score here, making amends for the mistake he made earlier. It gave Illusions their goal. He's now put one in as Skelter advanced out of his net a little prematurely there. And it will be Ignition who will not back down from the challenge. Skelter with the miss. Krevlo challenging here, but Twizzy over top. Isaac's now trying to go up and over, but that touch, there is none. Drax with a dunk. Illusion's trying to push upfield. Ignition. Again, a strong defense. As long as they don't make any strange errors like we saw earlier this game, their defense is going to be tough to crack. They're a team that relies heavily on counterattack plays. Seems to be when they're most successful. Right now, and no, they're going to have to use the best of most of these situations they're in. Twizzy! Oh, we went for that one! Now trying to take after the other unknown team, Aerith here. They're going for some pretty crazy solo plays. And if you haven't seen Aerith, definitely recommend. They're one of the most entertaining teams to watch in this league. They're just all solo plays, and Skelter was teammates with some of those players again during the Blossom Brawl one-up gaming tournaments. As Cody here should put one in, it will be Ignition. Keep up the scoring. They're just ramping up the offense more and more. And that save from Drax. Left in front of that, Cody won't miss his target. Ignition lead by 2. New Ignition came into this bracket as the 12th seed, the last seed, the lowest seed on the bracket. They have a lot to prove. A lot of people are doubting this team. As Drazix jumps backwards for that save. Ignition on a breakout. Drazix going from defense now to offense. Quick transition from Ignition. No one up there with him. Flick from Jax. Down the field, Cody. That's on 5 boost. Makes the corner, but Twizzy upward fit. Twizzy in field. Drazix cuts it off. Unknown Illusions. Mixing some passing plays. In addition, are definitely privy to that. Cleared away. Twizzy towards the nets. Drazix jumping forward, but Skelter jumping there. Krivlo will get the save. Adama from Cody will eliminate the offensive opportunities of Illusions. Ignition. Move back upfield. It's Krivlo. Twizzy challenges it through. Twizzy on the ball. Shot near post. Cody can't get to it. It's Unknown Illusions who fight right back. It's Twizzy down the field. He keeps it close off that side wall. And he just puts this one on, testing Cody's defense. And Cody could not keep up. Unknown. Nuts leaving the action. Twizzy. Past Cody infield. Skelter. Oh, he can't put it in. But Unknown Illusions are within striking distance here of Ignition's nets. Ignition looking to fight back in front. Skelter clears it away. Back and forth action. But Illusions need the score. Time. Not an issue now, but it definitely will be as it keeps ticking down closer and closer to those final seconds. Drazix in front of the nets, but Twizzy in the right place there. Twizzy challenged by Cody. Follow up from Skelter. Krivlo is waiting in front of the net for Jax, but Drazix is jumping for it and forces him to shoot it wide. And Skelter, oh, he's misflipped. Drazix, open net. It's going, gone. Ignition will take that one there. A mistake from Skelter, a misflip from Skelter. And it's Drazix 4-2 lead for Ignition. But this game, not over yet. 1:11 on the scoreboard. That's the amount of time that's remaining. That's the amount of time Unknown Illusions have to make a comeback. It also is time that Ignition could use to continue to pad that lead. Infield play, Twizzy can't reach it. Krivlo, up to the wall. Gonna find the net here, Drazix on. Twizzy keeps it out. Now Krivlo, danger, shot on. In comes the former substitute. It's Krivlo. A strike from distance. And Ignition take another one. Well placed from Krivlo. Team Ignition might have just secured themselves game one in this series. But still, Unknown Illusions looking for a goal back, potentially maybe multiple goals back. Twizzy in front looking for Skeltor. Skeltor near post. An 8th goal this game. These teams not afraid to score. They're doing well at that, that's for sure. Skelter keeps it close. Ignition still with a strong lead here, but with 30 seconds left, anything is possible in the playoffs. Ignition trying to keep this one there. Krivlo off the back wall. Twizzy gets past Drazix. Cody waiting in the midfield, just taking out all that time. Skelter to the corner. On Illusions. This is their chance. They need to take it. Twizzy, maybe in field. Pass out to Jax. Oh! It's Jax. 6 seconds left. 6 seconds is all Illusions need. And that one puts it within one. The sidewall, won by Illusions. Jax down the field. Krivlo, fake. It stays up. Cody trying to get the clear. Skeltor misses it. That will hit the ground. Team Ignition stave off the comeback, and they take game one. A close one. A high-scoring one. Team Ignition take the start of the series here. There's still a lot of action left. Who's going to continue that kind of offense? Game 2 now. And if this is how every game is going to look, oh boy, this is a hype series. Game 2. It stays close, but how close will it stay? How close will these teams keep it? As follows, coming in from Afro, that guy Pez, and Hakumph, thank you guys for the follows. We gotta get right back into this series. Game 1 came by, it felt so quick. And now we go to Game 2. If this kind of offense continues from both these teams, expect every game to look like that. Ignition, not known for scoring tons of goals in a game. They're more defensive overall. A lot of their wins come from grinds, especially on defense. But if they can get some high-scoring offense, they could really take this fight to Illusions here. As for Illusions, they're definitely a team that's known for goals. You got players like Skelter and Twizzy on your team. That shouldn't be a surprise. It's Krevlo pass to Cody! Jax jumps in the way. Skelter, last one back. Krevlo, second touch. Krevlo! Oh, in front! Twizzy keeps it out. Unknown Illusion, scared there. Krevlo becoming that kind of a player. He was that kind of player at the start of the series against Invicta. But he won't be able to save this one. It's Twizzy to put it in. Unknown Illusions. Catch Krevlo again, getting a bit antsy on defense. And he cuts off Cody there. Now Krevlo continues to make that kind of play. If he continues to push up and kind of bars through his teammates, he's not going to find himself in a lot of success here. Those kind of goals could be what decide games. Oh, a mistake from Skelter. Jax gets the clear. Drazix infields in front of the nets. Skelter clears it away. Cody backwards, but Skelter still has it. Looking for Twizzy. Oh, bounce pinball. Doesn't go towards the net. Drazix now over Jax. In for Cody. And it's tied. A quick transition from Ignition. They're not leaving any punches behind here. I think Drazix. Oh, he's back already. Thank goodness. Ignition. Tie it up. 3:44 on the clock. Drazix. Oh, won't be able to recover here. Cleared up by Twizzy, but he has no boost. Cody. And look to his way towards the net. And a miss here from Illusions. Oh, Cody's gonna get that goal for free. I can't believe it. A huge error from Illusions on defense. And Cody will see that ball sail into the back of the net. Ignition take the lead here in Game 2. But they're not done with that. Drazix in front of the net. Drazix saved by Twizzy as he muscles his way through. Ignition pushing on offense. They're not afraid of Illusions here. A confidence showing, but it might be shut down. Pass in front from Skeltor. Twizzy gets the goal. Krevlo waited, but look at that pass from Skelter up and over Krevlo. Beautifully played. It's again tied. Skeltor. Cody clears it away. Cody, long shot. Jax is saving it. There's Krevlo. Off to the back wall. Skelter to the side. But he get the second touch as Drazix collects. Drazix shot on! 3-2! Ignition! Take the lead again! I sound like a broken record, but that's how this game is going. It's back and forth. Twizzy, back in. Twizzy, flip reset, past the Skeletor. That one's not on target. Twizzy keeps it up. Unknown Illusions continuously in hot pursuit of this Ignition team. Ignition plays in the trail, but Unknown Illusions looking to try to make their own of their own. Belter keeping away from Krevlo, but Cody won't be threatening here as Twizzy takes back control for Illusions. Krevlo getting bumped in front of the net for Twizzy. One-on-one. Oh no! Oh no, Krevlo! He's been playing so well this series. But an unforced error. It's Krevlo who will sneak this one past Cody. He must not have thought Cody was going to get to that one on time. And out of nowhere, it's Krevlo to do the absolute worst thing he could have done in that situation. And again, Illusions continue to sneak on by. But again, we ask the question, can they take the lead? Drazix, Krevlo takes it back! It's Krevlo! And the question, the answer, currently an astounding no. 4 goals. Ignition continue to pile on. Action still to come. Cody in front. Skelter clears it away. Drazix, next one up. Ignition on a push. It's Drazix off the corner. In front of the net. Twizzy now controls it. Flick. Can't fool Krevlo as now he also gets one past Skelter. Ignition. And he gets some offense, and he gets some insurance! And that's the way to do it! It's Cody! And again, Illusions, this back line, crumbling before our very eyes. Away from Jax leads to a mistake from Trizzy. And Ignition, they'll take those goals when they come. Last game, we saw 9 goals from these teams. We might see more this game. With how willingly they are to score against each other, I'm not so surprised. It's Twizzy with the flick. Towards the corner. Twizzy's gonna catch up to this one, but he doesn't get a touch. Drazix the other way. In front, Krevlo trying to make it 6. It's cleared out by Illusions. Cody dunked by Twizzy. Still Ignition's ball as he looks for Drazix. There's the 6th one. And Ignition, they're not done. And you believe that we're not even a full 4 minutes of gameplay in, and there's been 9 goals scored. But currently, the bonfire, it's definitely been ignited. It's definitely blazing. And right now, Illusions cannot find the fire extinguisher. In front, Jax sneaks this one. It's Illusions. To keep up the scoring, we've hit double-digit goals. And we still have about a minute left. I expect the scoring to continue like this. Illusions keep the scoring, and they still have every right to come back in this game. They're gonna have to make quick work. Twizzy. Back wall potential, but Drazix keeps it out. Now Skeletor, pinch, Drazix, low boost. What a save from Drazix! He had 4 boosts there, and he had no momentum. Turns around, gets the pinch away. Illusion sent to defense. Skeletor to the corner. Illusions will get it right back out here. Demo leads Cody infield. Twizzy is a dunk on Krevlo. Krevlo still first to it. Ignition trying to waste out time here. On the back roll from Krevlo. In front, Twizzy with control. Gets the flick, Twizzy. One with Drazix. Drazix keeps it away. And Illusions just don't have that striking capability that Ignition have. Krevlo, 2 touches away. Twizzy, he'll let this ball hit to the ground here. Illusions will now be down 2 games in this series. Ignition just looking too hot to contain. But this series, still a long way from being over. It might be 2 games, but they still need two more in this best of 7. And as we know for Ignition, they can start off well, but it depends on that long run if they can continue to do that. We know this against Invicta. They started off so hot against Invicta. Won the first 3 games, they were looking unbeatable. And then everything crumbled. Krevlo was nowhere near as effective as he used to be. And we just need to see if they can continue this. Every game, a new situation here. Ignition, we're just going to wait on Krevlo here to get in the lobby. There we go. Game number 3. And if we keep seeing the goals rising up, so will my voice. Ignition scored for his last game, but it will be Jax saved by Krevlo, almost the first goal coming from Illusions. Twizzy. Off the corner, Twizzy keeping up with it. Drazix, though, is going to read that play every length of the way. Ready on Jax, Illusion, still keeping it up. Good bump, Skelter, open net! Couldn't put it under the bar. Twizzy, follow up, save by Drazix! What defense, Drazix! That's not the first time he's done this in this series. It's not the first time he's done this on this stream. But sometimes Drazix, his saves just amaze me. He had no right saving that one. And yet here we are, still a 0-0 scoreline. Cody with the clear. Illusions. Continue. Ooh. They are asking the questions, but Ignition currently have all the answers. Twizzy. Shot down and in. It's Illusions to score first. Cody harassing the corner. He couldn't get the boost. That leaves the net open for Twizzy. But again, it's only 1 minute of gameplay. With all the offense these teams are bringing in, it won't be the only goal scored. Infield for Jax, that one. Up to the corner, but Ignition with free control. Krevlo. Maybe a one-man offense. Still pushing up, bumps out Twizzy. Allowing for Drazix to shoot this one down the field. This touch is weak, Skeltor. Back the other way. What a touch from Skeltor there into the corner. Cody beaten by Twizzy. Jax, oh, he's overshot this one. Twizzy has to go back to defense. Cody is right there, you can see him. Twizzy with a dunk there, and he gets the boost as well. Now past Krevlo, Drazix last one back. Skelter to the side wall. Maybe infield, Twizzy will peel off this one. Drazix, the booming, oh my goodness, what a flick from Drazix. That's gone to the moon. Krevlo. Skelter, Krevlo, in front of the nets, Ignition. Gonna send up numbers. Right now, they just need to find that chance, that one that they can capitalize on. Cody, infield. 50-50 with Twizzy. Jax off the side wall. On the field, Twizzy there, but Drazix keeps it away. Cody with the miss. Drazix. Gonna get some offense. It's Krevlo. With the control. Dunk play. Cody, oh, completely overshot this one. Ignition only need his one goal, one good chance. I'd be surprised if they don't get that chance soon. Krevlo beats past two in front of the net. Krevlo, trying to fake out Twizzy here. Cody going for the bump, but I think he was relying on Drazix to push up too. Ignition, he didn't communicate properly there. They have to reset all that offense. As Cody off the back wall, Ignition trying to push up in for Drazix. He can't put it in. Krevlo tied up. It's Krevlo once again, the super sub. All the questions rely on Krevlo, and he is your answer. Whenever they need him, it's Krevlo who is there. But it's still only a 1-1 scoreline. Ignition need to score again. Twizzy. Challenged by Cody. Skeltor, light touch. Drazix has control. Drazix down the field. Saved away. But it will be quickly followed by Cody. Wide rotation from Ignition. Drazix, wide. Krevlo won't challenge, but you know he wanted to. Is now infield. Cody back post. That's with the clear away. Drazix off the corner. Drazix trying to pass to himself. Twizzy prevents that from happening. Illusion's winning the fight in the midfield, but this clear from Ignition. We'll just send it right back. Reset all the progress Unknown have. As Krevlo won't get to this one, but might be for the better. Drazix got a better touch anyways. In front, Krevlo shot on. Saved by Jax. Drazix clears it. Skeltor up, but he can't read that. Jax now down the field. He's got the second touch. Saved away by Krevlo. Twizzy jumping in, but he can't find the shots. And now Ignition with an open backfield. Drazix one-on-one. Still in front of the nets. Crumbling around. In comes Krevlo. Off the back. He can't shoot. Drazix to the net. Ignition take the lead. They keep on fighting! "51 seconds! Illusions better use that time wisely. Twizzy, cleared out by Krevlo. Skeletor now in field. Twizzy's got to catch up to this one. Play a bit of damage control for Unknown Illusions, preventing the play from becoming anything worse. The last thing Illusions need now is another goal against them. As Jax, power, and Krevlo keeps it out. Twizzy in field. Krevlo wants this one to be over. Skeletor wants this one to go the other length of the field. Cody to the sidewall. Twizzy can't get to it. Cody now in front. Skeletor's missed his touch. Jax leaves it to the corner. Drazix bumps away. It's Twizzy. Twizzy with the pinch. Gets past two. Twizzy one-on-one with Cody. Last second. Saved away by Cody. Team Ignition. 3 games up now. Only one away from winning this series. And only one away from eliminating the bad omen that seems to surround this team whenever they're on this stream. Can they do it? Can they continue to fight against Unknown Illusions? This game, much lower scoring. These teams took more of an inventory of their defenses here. With how close everything is, we're going to see an exciting Game 4. Wall, his first time as coach for this team. Ready to start off his return to Ignition on a positive note. Is he maybe the answer this team needed? A couple messages in between these games, I'm sure. Positive reinforcements. Ignition, they gotta keep going. As we know, the series is never over until it truly is. This team knows it better than anybody else. They've been in that moment before, where everything goes their way, only to see it fall in front of their very eyes. Drazix saves off to the corner. Skeletor, Drazix can't read it. Cody, and fun is getting challenged by Jax. Ignition, playing very tight to their back wall here, but the clear away from Krevlo will help give them some room. Drazix to the corner. Jax clears it back. Now past Cody. Twizzy doesn't read it. That was a real great opportunity for Illusions. Still, they're trying to create something out of it. Krevlo denies it. Drazix maybe jumping there too. A bit of miscommunication. Cody's up as well. We should need to be careful with these rotations. They can't overcommit. As Drazix has an open opportunity. Jax keeps the back wall away. It's Cody. Missed, but it might result in a fake instead. Krevlo cleared away by Twizzy. 2 Ignition players up. Cody getting demoed by Skeletor. He'll be responding back soon. Krevlo looking in field. No one there. Cleared away. Skeletor up, but Twizzy will have to recover for this. No goals yet. The longest time we've had without a goal in any of these games so far. Who will be the one to break that deadlock? Krevlo, cleared back by Twizzy. No shot coming from Illusions, and again Ignition can get this ball out. 50-50 game, their benefit. Illusions, they're the ones sending this one the other way. Drazix off the back wall, Skeletor reads it. Illusions, no mistakes yet on defense, really. Clean touches. Krevlo, that's maybe not the touch he wanted there. As Illusions, they could have made better of an opportunity. Illusions, I've said there's no mistakes on defense. Their offense has definitely not had that same result. A couple errors on offense, a couple opportunities where they really should have been putting one on net. They're not getting this offense without being successful. They just need to actually put the shots on. Let's switch to the side. Second touch on the field. Krevlo. Now down the field, Twizzy holds it. Cody. You saw, I think, those headlights of his light up as he saw that one laying in front of the nets, but Twizzy knew what he was doing. Skeletor doesn't read it. Cody goes under him. Jax. Twizzy will be first to this if he can get to it in time. Looking in field, Krevlo. Another clear away. The passes from Illusions have just not been fast enough. They've not been creative enough. We're seeing Ignition have a player standing up. Generally, it's Krevlo, actually, who's staying the most aggressive. Here comes those passing plays. Getting off every single one of them. No clear, Drazix. Demo on Jax. The Illusion's starting to get a bit frustrated here. They've had so much offense, but absolutely no success. Jax, flick in front, still no shot from Twizzy. Back post couldn't get it. Illusions have had a lot of offensive control this game. It's not the most one-sided when it comes to that kind of stuff, but again, the scoreline 0-0. Ignition can't shuttle up too far, but they need to push up. They need to rely on their shooting ability to get themselves at least one goal here late. Krevlo. Oh, is that going in? Yes, it is! Oh, my Krevlo! Well, fortune will favor those who take the risk. And Krevlo, that was a risk there to challenge Twizzy like that. But he's been playing so well, the fortune of the 50-50 will go in his favor splendidly. And that will bounce its way in. Ignition now up by 1. Twizzy. An answer back for Illusions. Twizzy down the field. Krevlo gets the save. Skeletor in the corner. Touched it. Oh, it gets past Jax. Jazix. Cody. Cody wants this one. But Twizzy will take it out. And now, a pass out. Jax won't like this, but Skeletor will. Skeletor. A fake out Jazix, but Jazix wasn't fooled. Jax trying to be the recipient of that pass. Cleared by Cody. Illusions. No goals yet. A rarity in a series such as this from a team like this to not be able to score. Ignition have been playing all-time defense simulator. And they're trying to hold up the best they can. Final seconds. Ignition looking to end the drought. It's Twizzy. Maybe one more chance for Illusions. Twizzy. Final seconds. He's got to score here. But it will stay up. Skeletor can't keep it up. 101 days. 101 days without a win on this stream. Ignition break the curse. And all they needed was a new addition of a coach in Wall. And now they sweep Illusions. They'll be playing Aerith next week. But don't leave yet. We've still got an interview with this team. What a win. What a time for that win. Ignition. Do it. They pull off what they've struggled so hard to do. Again, I've been casting this team very consistently. I'm partnered with Ignition, if you guys didn't know. I am on that org. And my goodness, not seeing them win definitely is a little bit of a sad thing for me to see. But again, congratulations to them for breaking that. For getting their first win in over 3 months. Comes in a sweep. Again, we're going to get an interview here with the Ignition side. You always got to get interviews, right? Always got to get an interview with this team. Again, coming in as the low seed, no one expected them to do this well against both their opponents. Two really solid opponents to add to that. And yet, here they are, with a chance to maybe even make it into the final bracket. As here with me, the captain of Team Ignition. Man, it's been over 3 months since I've been able to talk with you, Cody. But my goodness, you're here, and you know it's totally worth it.
Dude, it really is. It was a tough week last week. Obviously, on your stream, you know what happened with the reverse sweep. So the nerves got really high when we got up in the same situation, and we were up 3-0. We just kind of had to, mentally reset, tell each other that it's the first game, don't even think about it, and just keep the pressure on, Yeah,
exactly. As, again, a big win, a sweep. Did you expect this against Unknown Illusions? Seriously, this team, at the start of the season, y'all were really, there was a lot of concerns on this team on what would happen, with Krevlo having to play in for Draco, but now it seems like Krevlo's been able to kind of adapt to his role. How are you guys doing? How are you guys kind of working out this, these situations? Because it feels like now you've finally been able to unlock what works best.
Yeah, so it's been kind of an interesting season for sure, because we're in a couple leagues. We're in this one, BLCS, and Los Champs, and in all 3 of them, we have a different team, a different set of 3. So what we've been doing is spending a lot of time just like scrimming, talking to each other, and all just kind of playing as much as we can, like ranked and getting some reps in, so that we know how each person plays. And I think a big thing recently is our coach Wall's been doing an amazing job with us, and kind of just Krev's been getting like the coaching by association, I guess, for this round. So Drazix and I were doing a really good job kind of communicating what we needed from him, and he filled the spots.
Yeah, again. Wall, it's not a player that I'm unknown with. I've known him for a while here. Again, what is the kind of what is different about Wall kind of jumping in now as a coach and not as a player? What's kind of the interesting situation here with that? Again, if anybody remembers the Ignition team, the last team Ignition that we had Wall as their captain. So what is it like to have Wall, someone that you know and you've known for a long time? What is it like to have him as your coach?
It's amazing, and he's peak like 1900 plus. So just to get his
he's insane.
his look at like his point of view doing replay reviews, he sees so many different things that we're not even like thinking of, or picks up on small little innuendos that we all have, or small bad habits that we're not even used to or know. But I think the most impressive part so far has been his activity. Every single day, between him and Rec Tiger, our new manager, they're both doing a great job, like scheduling scrims like half hour before the scrim. We're doing a coaching session. After the scrim, we're doing a replay review. And Wall's doing a really good job like getting us each like focus points. He's kind of give us each like one point to focus on as a team, and then one point to focus on individually. And he's doing a really good job of like making it fun too, like joking around, making different comments about what to do and how to play the game too. So it's a fun environment. I'm excited to see where we can go with him.
Again, what a absolute masterclass here from you guys. It seems like that was a change you needed to get yourself out of the rut. Maybe all you need to do to break the curse was to have someone who doesn't lose often on this stream. In Wall,
that was it, man.
Yeah, you just needed Wall, who during his tenure with Ignition, they didn't lose often on my stream. Like they maybe lost like two times. They did not lose often on the stream. They had a very successful run on this stream, back when it was when it was that old Ignition CH. So maybe that was what you need. You just needed Wall here to help you out, to refresh the mentality, to get things up. But I hate to say it, LECU, you beat one unknown team, another one's going to take to the plate. You got Unknown Air next week. We saw them play against Intelligence, and I just let you know, Intelligence is a solid team. They beat them 4-3. What do you have, what do you think you guys have that's going to let you guys beat Unknown Air? Because unfortunately, you guys are going to be the underdogs for that matchup too. You're going to be the underdogs every match from here on out.
Yeah, we kind of have taken on that underdog mentality. I think that it played, a strength here, because we know we were a really, really strong team. I had like a tough schedule, so our record does not nearly reflect how strong of a team we really are. So I think that that can be our strength, is we make it overlooked, and then as long as we keep up the pressure, I think that's one of the most important things too. And luckily, the guys on Intelligence are very, very close to us. We scrim them all the time. We talk to them. So I'm going to be talking to those guys for some notes to see what they did, because I did scout a little bit of a Wraith. The only player I'm nervous about right now is Blurry. He's a mechanical wizard, so as long as we can challenge him quick, keep him off the ball, keep him low boost, I think we'll be okay.
Well, again, here comes the confidence again. Good luck next week against Aerith. Again, congratulations for your win. It's nice to actually be able to talk with you again.
I know, I appreciate it.
After
Thanks,
so long. As, again, a big win here for you guys. Congratulations for your win. Have an amazing rest of your night. Again, good luck next week against Aerith.
Thanks so much, Sporty. Appreciate it. Hopefully we get you back casting us next week. Keep the Sporty buff going.
you gotta build that one back up here before you can say that.
It started, that's it.
Well, we'll see. The Cinderella story continues with Team Ignition. Again, congratulations, Cody. And I'll see you very soon, I'm sure about that.
Thanks, Sporty.
And big win for Team Ignition. That was a hype series. Happy I got to see that one here tonight. But that is it from me. And thank you all so much. But again, I'm a little tired. Again, that is it from me. Again, thank you all so much for joining. I'm so happy to have all of you guys. Of course, thank you, Ziggy, for showing your support, getting the Ignition fans out here to watch this series. Always gotta thank you for that. Thank you, Haku. As gotta find someone to raid here. Who do I raid? I'll find someone. Is there someone live that I know? It might be. Let's see. Is this guy live? No. Unfortunately. Again, we'll find someone. Don't worry about this, guys. Find someone who is live right now. I just need to... A little bit of searching. Draco? Oh, Draco's live? Really? He is! Oh, we gotta go get him a raid. Of course we gotta get Draco a raid here. we gotta go raid Draco. Thank you, Flip Out. Yeah, let's go raid Draco, guys. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you, Fudge. Yeah, I'll keep it up. You'll get to see more of me with the ignition. Again, everybody, take care. Have a great night.